Three things. One is I brushed with salt tonight, not toothpaste, as I said that I would. I think somebody said something about a check back in son's 50th birthday. I don't know what that was all about. Second is I was just reminiscing, I suppose is the word. R-E-M-I-N. I was the double. And the whole thing of, right, you teaching me and telling me, really, I mean, what electron transport looked like. You were the first person ever. And I was just like, I thought it was going to look different. But then, back at what I think we called Santa's workshop, where there were people who were teaching us about the difference between Crest toothpaste and Johnson & Johnson and the rolling of the time and the lies to the public and how we were going to try to scale those back and re-educate them on like what's actually healthy for the public and how to recreate that in a system and governance and whatnot moving forward. I mean, that was the purpose. But anyway, at one of those meetings, they had mentioned that it was more what I was thinking of with the colors is actually at conception, like at the Immaculate Conception of Alexander. It's like a pulse, and then it's like just the colors, but it's like it's the cosmic colors, which is what Klaus and I have in the moving parts. Alexander has it also, so does Benjamin, in the moving parts of the electrical system of colors and anatomy that a few of us have. So, right, but the electron transport, right, was more dull, and I was just like, that's interesting. Always the scientist, and my counterpart. And then, right, figuring out, right, when it moves from one word component to the actual concept, I guess is the other word component, but also mechanicking, being the word mechanic on putting the actual factual benefactors together for placement in concept, compartments, and department, and what needs to be shared and at what point, and what's pertinent and not, for future rules and records of things. I think that's all I need to mention for now. Yeah. Nucci painted a rocket. His is blue and orange and slightly green. I don't think Alexander had anything like that crazy. But he's got neon orange, blue, and green. I thought that was pretty interesting. That's all telling as far as I'm concerned. But I think Alexander's more, or the right, bluish green. But that's a large spectrum. It's more of that blue, purple, and orange. Yeah, mom is what? Pink and purple, fuchsia, something like that, minutia. Oh, and yeah, the last thing is that back at that Santa's workshop where we could ask helpful beings and people what was going on elsewhere, there was a pixelated memory, because the memories kept getting ripped out of my recollection, like my memory bank or my cache or whatever, because it was being greased. And one of the pictures of Klaus looked like the Goonie's, the Goonies guy, the Sloth, Sloth. He's got a bunch of different characters and meanings in my word bank and fiction and diction. However, it started with the removal of one of my first memories of Klaus and being together and then his face pixelating and spreading, but like it was in boxes and it looked like so odd. And I'm like, who is that? And they're like, no, that's Nicholas. And I'm like he looks nothing like that, right? So they put it in the movie that's how. I know some guy got mad. He's like, is that like a diss on Polish guys? No, not even close. It's what it looked like when they ripped my memory out of my fucking head, and I couldn't recall who I was supposed to be with, because I couldn't pull up and queue up a memory. CQCUE or QUE. So everybody gets so sensitive. It's like, relax. It all has to do with him and I anyway, and trying to figure out this human thing. I don't know why you get all testy about stuff. It has nothing to do with you. It's something really simple, but you get so angry. Yeah, I'm good on that.